That's nuts. That's just welcome.
So good.
Welcome,
Hello.
welcome to Keep Many Alive. That was Dead Weight from Albany, and the song's called Unhinged. Freaking
They're really good.
So good. Yes, they're a lot of fun to talk to. We talked wieners for hours.
I'm sure you did. I was
Well,
not on that
not for
episode.
hours, but
I was not on that episode.
no. I don't even know if I was on that episode.
You probably weren't.
Guys night.
Welcome to Keeping You Live, episode 230.
You guys are episode 230.
Speaking in tongues.
Hey.
Happy to have you.
Milestone. There's every show's a milestone, but that's you got to look at the tens of like numbers. You know what I mean? Like that's the important ones, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know the even ones.
Well, 229 is just as important.
I mean, they're all odd shows, but
they are odd. Yeah, we bring it.
Yeah. It's nice to see you guys again. When was that show that I met you at Music on Main? You remember?
Music on Main.
It's mid-August.
August 18th.
Really? Was it August?
Yeah, mid-August.
Man, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago. I actually made a clip about a half hour before Tracy got here of the footage I took of you guys up at Music on Main.
Mm-hmm.
Just like 20 seconds of it, which doesn't give it justice. It's like I want to post the rest of it.
Teaser.
Badass,
It's a teaser. Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys just
no,
go
we're
ahead.
definitely an experience. We're definitely an experience, to say the least.
Oh, it's so much like the energy, and it's just everybody. Like
Okay,
the whole
nice.
band is just doing their own
fits.
thing, but
Okay.
they're doing it. They're playing all the music is like not it's not chaos musically, but to them it's
We are going chaos.
yeah they're just running around just doing whatever, but the music's right there. It's
So how did Speaking in Tongues come to be?
Oh, man. Yeah, it was a long time ago when we were teenagers. We were all trying to start bands in high school and, playing on the weekends with other people at different houses when we could. And really to bring the story like shorter, it was a mashup of multiple different projects to where we were kind of weeding through and figuring out who was really trying to take it seriously and write good music and do it every week and not just try to get drunk and smoke weed and shit. And
Okay. Yep.
so we kind of went through a bunch of different groups and a bunch of different bands, and through picking people and back, like, yeah, we lost a guitar player, hitting up Garrett, come play for this band. Everyone weeded themselves out, and it kind of just ended with the group of people that we have now, and
Awesome.
with our age range in our hometown. So
yeah.
just kind of weeded through some people. We were all friends for a while. It kind of just stuck to this one group, and this is the longest going project that we've had pretty much all together. And
What area of Pittsburgh are you guys?
we're technically in Uniontown, so we're only like
An hour
we're like
south.
an hour up the 30 minutes away from Morgantown.
I finally got an easy pass, so I go that way.
You go that way a lot.
It's
You
a
shouldn't
lot
have
cheaper
easy
than
pass.
just paying the toll by plate thing.
God.
Right now we're in
Wow.
Smithfield, and Smithfield's like right on the border.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got myself an easy pass. I easy pass my ass that way all the time
That's
to Pittsburgh
smart. You might
because
as well.
I hate the
Yeah.
tunnel.
Exactly.
I hate it.
Exactly.
I hate that tunnel.
Yeah, I went to Pittsburgh last
Same.
weekend, and I
was-
took the 43, 119.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
took
yeah.
that.
Nailed
That
it.
tunnel. No.
I was talking Salt Chuck's
Seriously?
from Detroit, and we
Okay.
were talking about the Detroit Windsor Tunnel that takes
Yeah,
you
yeah, to Canada.
underneath the river over to Canada.
Yeah.
And semis aren't allowed down there because it's only 2 lanes. Can
Okay.
you imagine a semi coming through there?
No.
But, so there's a bridge to go over there. But we were talking about. I was telling them about the epic tunnel in Pittsburgh. I was like, there's nothing that Pittsburgh can do to fix this because there's nowhere to go. It's a mountain,
straight to the mountain.
Yep.
either over it or through it. And I mean, I guess they could go under it, but that's the same thing as going through it, And
If you've never been to
there's not even
Pittsburgh,
room to expand. You can't
No.
even expand it and make more lanes because it's a mountain.
The
you know what I
tunnel
mean?
is terrifying, but I will tell you, the first time I saw it,
Tunnel of terror.
I was like 1996. I was 15. I just moved here. I was from Houston, so I was bored as shit the second I got out of the car.
Houston's
I'm like,
bigger.
oh my God. My dad went to go to Pittsburgh to buy sausage. That was just him. It's
Sausage.
Like, we're going to go
That's about right.
Like, okay. And I'm like, are we going to get to explore? And he's like, no, we're just buying sausage. I'm like, 2 hours to buy sausage. All right. whatever.
Sausage.
But I will say, the tunnel has the best, like, the entrance to it, it's like mountains and crap, and it's like okay. But then when you come through, to me, it was like the Jetsons. I was like, holy shit, this just appeared.
Yeah.
It was,
That was just
Tunnel?
Yeah.
Well, the thing, I mean, yes, it's gorgeous as soon as you get through there in the
Yeah.
city, but if you don't know where the hell you're going, you're going to get your ass ran over,
Oh,
or
yeah.
you'll be forced to go in whatever lane you're in.
Or
That's
you're
where
gonna
you're
cry.
going.
You're
Nobody's
gonna
going to
cry
let you
when
over.
get through there. You know?
And I don't know whether it's worse coming out of the tunnel or going back in. You know,
Neither one's
because you
good.
have to, you still have to know how to get to the end of the tunnel, because there's like.
You gotta get in the far two left
If you're
lanes.
coming from North Shore, I think you
yeah.
have to go all the way to the left or something. I don't know. It's
Yeah. Like fucking 8 lanes.
it's an engineering marvel, is what it is. It's an engineering marvel for sure.
Ugh.
I just hate big cities, you know. I
So how
can't.
long have you guys actually been together?
Oh,
This lineup since about what
2020.
2020, but we started in
Really?
2018 pretty much. Yeah. So our first group of kids that we were all playing with was 2018. I think me and Garrett are both original from that lineup. Chris was kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
But then 2020 was when we really finalized the group that we have now.
I came in last.
The best part of the band. No, I'm kidding.
There you
I'm
go.
kidding.
Oh.
Well, at least you didn't say the bass player.
Take a bow.
You said it, not me.
No,
We're 2
it's-
hours
it's,
away. We can say whatever we want.
Well, we can't because we're live. I can't edit anything out.
Well, I know that.
Well, I can, but
I know
you
that.
know.
They're trying to find you,
Is anybody
not me.
chatting? There's a live chat for anybody that's watching, but you must subscribe. This is how I get them. This is very clever. Yeah.
Got him.
You
Hold
must-
on. There's more.
And I swear, if I find out that you unsubscribe when the show's over, I will find you. I don't know how, but I will find you somehow.
Do you keep a running list of who
I
actually
can, well,
subscribes?
I only get notifications from people that join that also have a channel. That's the only notifications I
Interesting.
get. So I don't know who is even subscribed. There's no like
Weird.
list.
Okay.
You
okay.
have to do
Like
like
a
the
friend.
math when you see like, oh, it went
Yeah.
down. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I
Somebody
had
doesn't like me
I had
anymore.
400, but then Joe Bob unsubscribed as soon as the show was over.
Joe Bob.
You idiot. I mean, you can turn notifications off so you don't ever have to watch me again. But just leave your subscription there, please. Just leave it there. It helps me.
Yes.
I'm trying to get to 1,000 for different reasons.
Yes.
It's the little things.
Yeah.
It is little things,
Yeah.
and it's so
gotta find
difficult.
joy where
It's
you
so
can.
difficult to do. Like there's so many creator channels to watch and creator help to watch. It's a pain in the ass.
Well, I mean, I think it was
you know?
easier too when the pandemic, happened because
It's never been easy.
nobody was going anywhere. So it's like, okay, everybody's at home, everybody's
Yeah.
able to tune in, but then it's like the world opened up again and people are just don't. have
Is that when
time,
you get?
know?
When you said 2020, is that around? That's around the time you started the band. Did the pandemic kind of help so you could kind of create music before you took it out?
No.
I was trying to be. Yeah.
So
Okay.
Thank you.
when I joined in, it was like a month before the lockdowns happened. So like
Oh yeah.
we had an entirely different vision and plan set for what this was going to be. And then when
Okay,
the
like
lockdown happened,
I'll stop you there. What was the vision that wasn't anything like it is now?
so we were just
Emo,
gonna
right?
we were just gonna really just stick to singles really. That was kind of the approach. Was like Resentment Whistleblower was the first one we did, and from the record we put out earlier this year called Defy. So that was going to be it, and then the lockdowns happened, and it was like, okay, well,
Time to write more music.
yeah, I guess we're gonna do a record instead, and it turned out the way it did. I mean, but even then, that was like a whole 1.5, 2-year process for that to be what it is now.
You really put a delay on everything.
Yeah.
Because we were right before the lockdown. We were like right about to be ready to start playing shows with the.
I think everybody was. It
Open all the
didn't happen at a good spot for anybody.
Boom, yeah, then it crashed.
Everybody I talked to after that just said, "Yeah, we're getting ready to tour, or we're getting ready to release something," which they still released it, but they couldn't promote it because everything was closed. And I was like, "Hey, this is the perfect time to interview these people." You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember fucking
Worked for me perfectly. You know?
doing COVID
Yeah.
tests just to have band practice and
Hell
shit
yeah.
like that. It was
Yeah.
a different time.
It was.
It's. I'm just. I hope we don't have to go through anything like that again. That was just. Horrible.
Oh,
Dude,
for
I
real.
lost count. I work in a nursing home. I'm a therapist.
You
and
said that. You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah. I lost count after being swabbed 100 times. I'm
What?
like, I'm just,
You got what?
just stand there and take it, you know.
Swabbed.
Yeah, it sucked. So where's the first place that you guys actually were able to play live?
Oh, that's a good one.
Where was the first
If we're
one?
if we're talking
1, 2, 3.
if we're talking this lineup,
Well, the first time ever was 1, 2, 3.
Well, I was
gonna
gonna
say-
say since lockdown.
Since lockdown.
Oh, since Monongahela would be a place called Main Street Tavern.
Main Street Tavern in Monongahela might have been one of the first ones.
Was the first one, and then after that was like Radioactive, and then
Yeah, Radioactive, and where is I can't think.
That's in
Radioactive and
Katanning.
Katanning.
They thought it was Katanning.
Yeah,
How was your your Halloween soiree that you did the other night?
It was fun.
it was an experience.
Let me tell you, we had a lot of fun.
I wanted to come up to that, but you know how holidays and Halloweens and things are. There's so much to do. I had who did I have lined up for that? Oh, Pete. Repeat.
Well, and then you and I ended up.
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
on with
Well, me and Tracy ended up joining me at the
30
with-
seconds to spare.
Yeah,
and had to drive
I was
a
like,
mile and a half,
would you like
get
to join me
ready.
on the
I'm
Halloween show because
7 minutes. I'm like, what? Okay.
because my friend Pete that used to be my friend at this point didn't show up.
Screaming Pete
He had
now.
to take his dog to the
Oh,
kennel.
Pete.
That's not a good excuse.
It's not a good excuse.
I haven't-
no.
He hasn't been over since then, so he's probably embarrassed. But he's a good friend. I think it might be the whole redhead thing because he is a
Don't you
redhead.
even-
What do you mean by that?
We're not gonna have to.
Well,
fight you.
your name's not Pete, so you're good. You know what I mean?
We'll fight you.
That's something Invisible Rob would say because he's Invisible Rob is my friend Rob that
He
I
can
play
talk
music
shit
with.
because he just kind of hangs out in the corner.
Yeah, the reason he'll show up during. Well, he hasn't done it for a while, but he'll show up when I'm on the show, and you can hear him in the background. He hasn't done it for a while, but
I like Silent Rob better.
well, that's not Rob though.
Yeah, but he's kind of like that. He's just.
But it's invisible.
But he's silent.
Well,
too.
he's visible in some. He was visible on the 3-year show that I did over the summer.
Well,
So you'll
yeah,
see
I
him.
was
He's got-
there. I was there.
I mean, it's not really anything to look at. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But he's terrified of like, I don't want to call him gingers because that's a racial slur, you would think. You know?
I can't.
We have a ginger.
I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna stop before I get in trouble. What's gonna happen here?
You gotta deal with my feral ass if you keep it up.
Hey, how about we take a listen to Defy? I want to listen to Defy and let the viewers that haven't heard you and have no idea what they're about to the journey that they're about to embark on.
Tell
with
us
this
a little
music.
bit about it.
Tell us about Defy.
Okay, so the song "Defy" is obviously not only our self-titled track from our most recent release, "Defy," which came out in May of this year, but it came about midway in our cycle. We were sort of like it was pretty deep into the lockdowns in 2020. We all were experiencing obviously burnout in life and creatively, and it was a depressing time. And our other guitarist, Chris, came back, once we kind of started seeing each other, started jamming again, and he opened up the intro riff, and I mean, we just ran with it, and everything with that song came so naturally. And that song really encompasses, the pandemic times of getting through the toughest, the lowest, the rock bottom stuff. And of course, a lot's changed since then, but it still brings us back to those moments of, well, times are tough, but now it's time to toughen up.
Yeah, we'll get through it.
Get up, and so this is the anthem, definitely of the record for sure. I know everyone likes "I Leviathan," of course, but
we'll talk about that in the
And Defy is one of our more serious takes where we sat down and was like, let's really try to write like a good song, like that's structural and they're really well written instead of trying to just throw shit together. I'm not fucking with you.
And as somebody
but
who
we jam shit at practice a lot, and a lot of stuff we write is just based off of like Garrett will start playing a riff, and then we just pile stuff on and add to it. Garrett, Chris starts playing guitar, Alex starts playing drums, and we will polish that up. And that is like Whistleblower and Resentment is like one of those tracks. But Defy, we like sat down and was like, let's think about every
what we're doing on every little.
The pandemic was such a visceral experience.
Visceral.
For so many people, it's like, yeah, I can see where you guys were drawing from. I mean, there was so much pain, hurt, sadness, fear, uncertainty, being pissed off.
The tunnel was empty. The tunnel was empty. You could go to Pittsburgh freely,
and as the vocalist and lyricist for the main lyricist, the chorus is one of the it's one of my most proud moments. Like the hook is. Chef's kiss.
The whole EP is good. The whole every song on the EP is good. I listened to it. I think I listened to it last night, before I came over to the Friendsgiving thing, which was. I still have the plate. I'm gonna eat that
I
tonight.
saw that's the only food you have in your fridge, buddy.
I'm a bachelor. What
I'm
do you?
glad I made you take
Bachelor,
food.
bachelor pad. Hello.
You still gotta eat.
Hey, I feel that.
Gold. I never really listened to that much, and I was like, man, that's a. So go listen to DP. It's
I will.
It's fantastic.
I didn't want to listen
Yes.
to the end of it because I wanted it to be more of an organic experience when I actually heard it.
Organic.
Yes, and I highly recommend listening to it the whole way through. It's definitely a nice little variety pack, but Defy truly is like our, like that's our formula. Like that's.
See, I wish I would have listened to this stuff. Kind of. I kind of wish I would have listened to it before I saw you live, but. But sometimes I don't wish that because I want to hear how you play it live and then go listen to it, you know?
Yeah.
And
We
see,
get that a lot, actually,
Yeah.
where like a
I
lot
don't
of
think
people
there's
are
a
like,
difference.
we've never heard of you guys before, but I'm really glad we didn't because like now like we got this like, really good
vibe.
experience. Now
Yeah.
I want to see you guys, like now I want to hear it, and then when you like, I hear from people who've like heard our stuff before, whether like once or like a bunch of times, where people will be like, oh well. I heard you guys before, and then seeing you guys, it's obviously like different. So it's such a different take every time. So I dig it either way.
it's great. It's
All
great.
right.
You have to come to the show.
Yep.
Speaking in tongues, Defy. Enjoy.
Defy.
Defy.
Defy. It's like the anthem of the year. You know, it's like it just sounds like
banger.
the anthem of something or the end of a movie.
That kind of made me want to
or
cry
something.
yet break shit. So I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
that time. So well done,
Yeah,
guys.
Thank you.
Damn
I
it.
love that. That's great.
I think you did a fantastic job on the whole sitting down and writing. And
The arrangement,
now that
everything.
you mentioned that, it does sound very, very structured. You know, but it's not overdone. It's not overdone. You know?
Yes.
Thank you.
When we recorded this record in Long Island at Westfall Studios,
I was going to ask you where you did the recording. Yeah.
we worked with a guy named Billy Pfister, and shout out to Billy. Love
Billy!
you so much.
We love him.
But that was kind of like our whole approach was that we wanted to keep it as much of us as possible and kind of not really dress it up so much as that. We were like, this is our introduction, is this lineup, and especially with me taking the helm now, and we kind of want to start small, and then especially with the new record now, we're really throwing everything in the kitchen sink these days.
I don't know if you guys know a Kevin Powell, but he
Oh,
said
Kevin Powell. Yep.
these
do.
guys have always ruled. Keep it up.
God's
Wow. Thank you,
Thanks,
honored.
Kevin.
God's in.
So who all? I mean, what do you guys draw from musically as far as influences? Bands, it could be genres, whatever.
A lot.
Garth Brooks. Garth
Yeah.
Brooks. Right? Garth Brooks.
Yeah. Garth Brooks, probably.
Yeah.
I've never heard that song.
Just a little bit of Garth Brooks in there.
Florida Georgia
Georgia
Line,
Line.
Morgan Wallen.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah. Okay.
Tyler Childers.
So,
Hey, no, that's a good one there. I mean, that's out of
Tyler's
that
a really
list,
nice
yeah.
guy. He really is.
I don't doubt it.
I
to the
I don't like his
corner-
music.
I'm sure he's
but,
a really
you know,
nice guy, but
I don't like his music, but he's a nice dude.
you guys should tour with Tyler.
No, you got to answer that. I want to hear some.
Go.
influences.
Do it.
It's, to the core, basically, we all
Hit us
listen
up.
to new metal. Like we all grew up listening to new metal. We love Slipknot, Korn, Linkin Park, like
Yeah.
Biscuit.
Limp Bizkit.
Yes.
We love fucking Limp Bizkit. Like
It's
all
always
of the
one of those
classics
days.
for us. But Garrett's, he was a big fan of deathcore. He's one of the big influences on the heavier side of things. Michael listens to a variety of stuff.
I'm
Like
all-
what?
Like you can
Okay,
give
so
examples.
I can go from like metalcore to emo rap to R&B to divorced dad rock to shoegaze. We've done gents. We've like trap, pop. You name it. Like
he actually has a side project where he does trap metal.
yeah,
So,
called
like, he
Odyssey
does-
XI.
Nice.
And-
Interestingly enough, I kind of got a Tool, Slipknot, Cradle of Filth,
Wow.
and Fallout Boy vibe from
What?
that
Let's
song.
go! Shout out to the theater kids.
Wait,
Let's
especially
go.
on writing style.
Fallout Boy, wait, where? I didn't hear any Fallout Boy in there.
In the chorus
wish.
and
Fall Out Boy
melody
wishes.
and his intonation. I like that.
Let's go. I'm
Yes.
Fallout Boy. What's that guy's name? What's his name? The lead guy from Fallout Boy.
Patrick Stump.
I'm gonna hit him up and be like, listen, you don't sound anything like speaking in tongues, so quit trying.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, please do. That'd be great.
To wrap it up,
It wasn't,
with the right
that's
stuff,
interesting though. I didn't get
we
that.
always like to say
my
that
God.
if it sounds like that it came off of an early 2000s like MX versus ATV or EA game, then that's
Yeah.
like what we always shoot for.
Yeah,
That's
SmackDown versus Raw
Yeah,
games.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, or Grand Theft Auto where you're shooting people, you know?
Yep.
But you gotta have you're doing that. Violence needs music.
Yeah, and people don't understand.
They don't. So
Yeah,
if you guys could actually collaborate with anybody,
Tyler
whether-
Childers, they already said
yeah,
it.
whether they're
Tyler
opening
Childers.
for you or you're making music together, who would it be?
Tyler Childers.
So in metal, for me would probably be my big three would be like Evanescence of all people, Spirit Box of course
Mhm.
today, Motionless in White's my all-time favorite band. Like
Oh,
right
yeah,
now,
they're good.
one time. They have it all forever. And not metal, The Weeknd.
yeah.
Like
Okay.
oh my,
Okay.
like
I like
that's-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I could pick
Okay.
anybody, I would love for Speaking in Tongues to collab with Knock Loose. I think
Yes.
that would be the hardest song ever.
That would
Yes.
be interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Are you planning on doing anything that's kind of on edge like that, like to where it is a little bit different yet, or are you just gonna kind of ride
It's,
the
it's
wave?
a heavier or lighter.
Like,
And
even the
it's-
King of Nothing collab.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been working on possibly the back and forth with King of Nothing from West Virginia. We were
Yeah.
talking about doing
All those guys. Yep.
a collab
So
piece
good.
with them and possibly doing
Now, since you guys have been on the show now, you must. I've asked them several times to be on the show, so you have to tell them. Listen, you get to talk wieners, everything's fun. Well, I know we haven't done that yet, but I mean, you'll
It's
want to
coming.
tell the
coming.
world about this. You know?
Yeah.
Hilarious too. It would be
Oh,
great guests.
they're
Perfect
awesome.
for this,
Got to get those guys on. Yes.
So I must
My
ask,
boys.
what do you guys do when you're not
Doing.
making music? What do you do?
Video games.
There you go.
I mean, like
There you
for,
go.
I mean, like for a living.
That's my guy.
Oh, for a living.
I work in a
Do that for a
factory.
living.
I mean, some people do.
Some people do.
We said our day jobs are boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're Target of all things. I'm a fulfillment.
I love Target.
I love Target.
Sort of.
Hey.
I'm
Ain't
a
too bad.
detailer at a Honda dealership.
Okay.
Nice. Honda.
Cars and polish paint. That's
Is it what's the Uniontown area Honda? Is number one Cochran over that way, or is that more Pittsburgh? Doesn't that guy own like everything?
Yeah.
Possibly. And Uniontown too. Jim Shorty's one of the big ones. He owns
Yeah.
a lot of the dealerships.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, but I work
Shout
for
out. Right.
right Honda is where I work. Is
Cool.
Uniontown, right by Uniontown Walmart.
I've never been actually in Uniontown other than the way that you turn off to go. What is it? From the turnpike, whatever. You gotta
Like Pittsburgh
you
Avenue
gotta-
or whatever.
Yeah, you gotta
Pittsburgh
make that
Street.
left.
51,
That's the only part where the restaurants and shit are. That's the only thing I've really seen of Uniontown. But I hear I hear nice things. I don't know. It's
All right.
It's all right.
it's Uniontown. It's kind of probably like Clarksburg and kind of like Morgantown, kind of like Bridgeport.
Clarksburg, center of the universe. I look out of my
It's-
house,
it's
it looks
really
like a
not,
meteor hit. It
really not.
literally looks like like the freeway goes through it. It looks like shit here. It looks
Well,
like shit here.
I
It's just
didn't
like a big
know.
hole. And I'm
I
like,
didn't know. Well,
Okay.
Last night, see, we did the Friendsgiving thing last night, and she made all the food, which is great.
I made a little snack.
It was a freaking buffet. But Holly Turkovich, she does this First Fridays thing in Clarksburg.
Yeah, we're the sound.
And
crew
I
for
didn't
First
know.
Fridays,
I
yeah.
didn't know that this was. I mean, I knew it was going on, but I didn't know that she was, the director of the, getting the music
Yeah, we're
talent
the entertainment crew. Yep.
and there's actually a place that they play that's inside. I thought it was all outside.
No, it is part of the year outside. We do it at Jackson Square.
I'm gonna say
But
because
then,
I would not play out there in January.
There's no, we don't. Like no, pretty much outdoors is like April through October, and when it's
It's kind of
still
pushing
decent.
it still, but
It
I
is
mean,
pushing it, but we do have options for indoors if need be.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it moves to this place called the Gorlux.
yeah. I
beautiful
saw
place.
pictures of on Facebook.
Yeah.
And stuff about
It's good.
Now is there room for bands like Speaking in Tongues to play, or is it more like acoustic setting?
I don't think that location would be good for actual.
You
like,
don't, or you do?
I don't think it would be good for that.
I think it would
really
be
is-
excellent for it. I've never
really-
been there, but I think it'd be excellent.
It really is better situated for like acoustics or like one-offs or whatever.
Or outside, I guess if it was outside.
outside would be fine,
Yeah.
yeah. But inside, it's not that big. It really isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a nice little.
Well,
area.
as long as there's enough room to mosh, we're good.
There isn't.
Yeah.
They have like
Yeah.
pillows and stuff and tables and chairs.
Do you guys
and-
know? You guys know Scare Tape?
Yeah.
Actually, Invisible Rob's son is Tyler.
Yeah.
From Scare Tape.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's for that connection. But could Scare Tape play there? Scare Tape has quite a bit of a following that just like their following comes to see Scare Tape and then they just leave.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's,
hilarious.
they probably could. The place is so small though. Like
Let's open it up a little bit. Let's take it a wall. I've taken a wall out of my place. Let's take a wall out of there.
you can talk to Kim and Kurt about that
We'll
one.
do that. I will put me in touch. I will. I know a wall guy. I didn't do that. Another guy did. I was gonna do one of those like donation things. You know how people go beat up a car for like donations. I was thinking of doing that for the wall. But can you imagine the amount of like drywall dust everywhere if I would have done that?
Yeah.
And there's not that much of a space to, I mean, people will line up deep for that to go beat the crap out of something.
Every Kyle in the tri-state area would be right there.
I would make a killing. I would have to find things to smash. You know what I mean?
That's doable.
There's
That's doable
actually
right
a
down the
place
road.
in Washington, PA. There's a place that you can go and just smash things.
There's a place in Morgantown like that.
Right
too.
here.
Oh yeah.
There's a place in Morgantown too.
That does that? Really?
Yep.
I kind of
Like
want to do
Mountain
that,
Head Axe
but
or whatever has a smash.
I don't
room.
want to pay for it. I just want to go smash their stuff. You know what I mean? Like, why do I have to pay to
You
smash
want to go
their stuff?
office space on some stuff.
But I guess you can bring your own stuff to smash.
Usually they make you buy it.
What a great idea! I mean, that's a genius idea.
Just go in a parking lot
I
and
didn't think of
smash
that.
it.
Well, I had a whole time during the pandemic to think of something brilliant like that, and I lost it.
We didn't do it.
If we're bringing our own,
Regret.
Kevin said,
God.
Kevin said he's back to work. I go. Enjoy the show, guys. Acute. Have a good night. See, people don't even call me Scott anymore. Acute.
So what is next for you guys?
What is no? That's later. We'll do that
No,
later.
no.
Yeah, we'll do that. You want to know
I'm
now?
nosy.
Okay, all right.
What was the question?
What is next for you guys?
What is next?
Oh, so we are working on our next record now. Pretty deep into the writing process at this
Yeah,
point.
right. Garrett has just been fucking firing off riffs and songs,
Slinging.
just sending them left and right.
No snags yet. Then no snags at all.
Okay.
No.
It's still in the building block process, so we're kind of just working on laying out what riffs we got and where we should build off of.
Realistically, the songs that are finished right now, there's probably about 3 good ones that are structurally sound, but there's like probably, I'd say 2 or 3 more that still need kind of everyone's input on.
Yeah.
Are you playing these out now? Any of those?
One of them may or may not be at the Music on Main show.
we have yet to play anything.
Well,
If everyone's good,
Yeah.
we may or may not.
when is this Music on Main show? I know when it is, but tell the folks when it is.
In 7 days.
It's 11.
Ooh, okay.
Saturday, November 11th at Music on Main in Bridgeport with our friends in Belbup Youth, Assault on 5th, Stress Fracture, and Anxiety.
Everybody. Oh, Stress Fracture's gonna be there.
Nice.
Yeah.
That whole lineup is
Assault on 5th, yeah.
I like those guys.
I got to come out for that show. Yeah.
It's a stacked lineup.
Assault was on, gosh, a long time ago on the show.
Year and a half ago, maybe?
No, it was longer than that. Probably
2
2
years
years
ago?
ago.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to those guys.
Yeah, Corey and those guys are
I
awesome.
gotta talk to those guys.
Their music's so good. I
Yeah.
can't get enough of it. Shout out to Corey.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been running
I use that button way too much.
You do, but it's okay. Now, you guys said when we were just chatting before the show started that you were going to try to, book yourselves in other places. What areas are you looking at?
Ohio, West Virginia, Maryland,
Yeah.
DC, Virginia.
Everywhere.
pretty much anywhere that's in the East Coast that is willing to let us book a show.
Yeah.
Now, you say you recorded in New York City, right? Is where you
Yep, Long Island. Yeah.
Long Island. So do they help you with? Could they help you with places to play there? You would think that would be a good spot.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes. They've been throwing some stuff out our way, and they still will try to get us networked, not just for performances, but for little radio spots, getting our songs on plays in certain areas and stuff.
What's the is it a label or just like a studio, or do you want to shout
It's
out?
a studio.
Yeah, it's Westfall recording. Which is a Westfall audio, Westfall recording.
Westfall
Westfall
Recordings,
recording. Like we said earlier, our producer is Billy Pfister, and we just kind of are really close in communication with him, and he has a lot of connections in New York, so he just kind of points us in the right direction and helps us get in contact with people so that we can try to make something happen.
I've been wanting to do that. I've been wanting to talk to album engineers and
Somebody
producers.
on the other side of things.
Somebody
Yeah.
on in that side and interview them, and so you would think a lot of bands would want to hear or
about the producers and
not
different places.
necessarily
Process
labels
feedback,
not necessarily labels that sign bands, because I think that's just kind of corny. I mean,
Okay.
that's kind of the goal of making it, I guess, but it's not really for some bands. It's just whatever. But
Yeah.
I don't really want to. I'm not really interested in that, because that's just that's their individual perception of what bands that they would sign and why.
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't really want to do. I'm not really interested in that. But like recording and just anything like that, I think would be good.
Well, that would give the full circle. I think that would be really awesome to do. Yeah.
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 I don't know.
It'd be a good conversation to see other producers, what bands they've worked with, different
Yeah,
Right. Exactly.
stuff
Yeah.
happen to them.
Yeah.
And promote themselves at the same time.
Yeah. What part of Long Island are you guys recording in?
The New York part.
No, I lived in Sayville in Lake Ronkonkoma when I was a kid.
What?
It's in the industrial park of Long
Yeah.
Island. It's in the middle of just.
I think
factory.
everything is, isn't it? And I've never been to Long Island, but it's the perception I get.
No, where I lived, it was very quaint and very New
My ass
Englandy,
itches.
and
I mentioned
your
my
ass is itching.
Yeah, I'm
really?
itching my ass right now. That's what-
TMI, dude.
Oh, thank God, I've been waiting.
If you're wondering what I'm doing over here, that's what I'm doing. So.
He's itching his ass. Okay, that's what I have to deal with. No high fives from you today. Get away from me.
Nah, but it's more on the industrial side. But if there's any other bands that are listening to this, and if you don't go to Billy, you're fucking up.
Yup.
Billy and Anthony both are great.
Oh, he said it.
Anybody in there is awesome. They're great people, very helpful.
If you know the band Johnny Booth, they also record there.
Yeah.
Yep. Place Blame has also done work in there.
Have they?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Heard of them. Before we listen, do you want to listen to the one I can't pronounce now, or do you want to wait a little bit?
I Leviathan.
Yeah. I don't know why I can't say that.
Pronounce
I don't know why I've never been able to say it.
Up to you guys.
I just want to.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
Like, I levitate. Is what I want to say.
So are the wieners.
Well, ask first. What are you guys drinking?
Yes.
Oh, Captain Morgan.
Rum and root beer. Cheers.
Yeah, it's my favorite. Cheers. Lemon vodka. Though.
I'm out, but
Yeah, we
Jim
got
Beam
to-
out.
Oh, go get some. All right, we'll go ahead and play the song so you can go to refill. But
What's it about?
This is the video just came out, and the video is phenomenal. It scares the shit out of me in spots.
He's a weenie.
There's a dude in there that's none of you guys. It might be one of you guys, but there's a dude in there that just freaks me out, and he doesn't. I just saw him. I had to turn it off earlier. I was just like,
it's the guy in red with the mask and the hair.
No, he looks normal. He kind of looks normal, but it's not any of you guys. I don't.
Scotty
think.
doesn't know.
Weird.
It's either me or Alec. Alec,
It's very terrifying. It just comes out of nowhere. It's like, what? Why? How's this guy?
You're gonna have to show it to me sometime.
Oh, I will do. I will screenshot it.
Please do.
What's the vibe? If you want to watch the video, it's up now. But what was the vibe for the video, and what's the song about? Did it kind of tie in really good?
Okay, so I Leviathan, the best way to explain this song, it also came midway in the cycle. It was like right before Defy, and only because it's a really old song, man. It's from another project that never really got finished. We were trying to do like an Ice Nine Kills horrorcore, like based on The Ring. If you ever seen
I love it. Okay.
And, so that project never panned. Speaking did. Hey, but so pretty like knee deep in the pan. Like in the summer, our other guitarist Chris mentioned it. Is like, hey, I remember this song. We should go back and finish it. So we did, and but lyrically and everything, we were at a place because it's like Brett mentioned. I mean, we all kind of did our own things over the years, but we all grew up together, you know, whether we were close or, you know, we always sort of found our way back to each other in one, whether fractured or all together. And now that we had all five of us, you know, we all kind of made this joke. It was that everything comes back full circle. Right. So, so lyrically, that's what it's about. And the funny thing is, too, it's actually kind of a tongue-in-cheek, the song title, I Leviathan, to a really old project of mine called Rise Leviathan. It was just going to be called Leviathan. And then after that was the first song we tracked in Long Island from the record. And when we came back, the three of us made an audible call to do I Leviathan. They brought it up, and I was like, I love that. Yeah. So it stuck. And but yeah, so it really is just inserting my story into Speakings, as well as for you personally who can't relate to that, you know, or not you specifically, but the listener. Yeah. You know, this is all about everything coming back full circle. It may not be today, but it will someday. And everything happens for
kind of things happen for a reason.
It all comes back,
right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you guys, you know, went back and did it, because it's a phenomenal song. I think it's popular amongst your fans and followers also, right?
People love that song, and I really am surprised by that, because you know, when you look at the record as a whole, I really like Defy. Obviously, is the, like, at least for us, at least.
Yeah.
And then you could probably look at, say, Prominence, our closer. You know, is another one, but that's still the dark horse, still the one that's slept on. So everybody stream Prominence. Jesus Christ. Anyway, but I Leviathan, you know, the chorus is a grower, of course, and it's definitely our most it's our most formulaic, but in a sense, it's still a little out of the box. Like our second verse is a little more on the new metal end, and
we had a lot of fun writing that song. Like with the drums.
We had a lot of fun playing it, because I remember recording this, you know, at Music on Main, and I hit up Mikey, and I was like, now I'm making a video of the song you did last. I don't know what it's called, but it's badass. And he told me, I was like, yes, that's the one. And then I listened to it, but it sounded a little bit different on the record, because I just, you know, what we were talking about earlier, I saw it live first, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So you know, I'm just feeding off that energy. And I'm like, I want to add an effect to this, but I don't want to even touch it, because it's just badass. You don't have
depending on the show and the lineup and stuff, and where we actually make our set list, we will make slight changes to songs, whether or not we do the full intro or we cut
Right,
it short. Or
based on time and all that.
Leviathan is such a long drum intro that if we have to squeeze it in between two songs, then Alec will just start the song off with cat to cat, bat bat bat, and go right into it instead of doing the whole intro. So there might have been a slight difference there whenever you said that it felt different than what was on the record.
Mm-hmm. And the chorus on that too, that took a bunch of times to write. We didn't actually like nail that until the week before we went.
Yeah.
There's a live video out there of Leviathan and has a completely different chorus.
Yeah, from
Really?
Vibe
Because it was before we was playing it before we recorded.
Is it on YouTube? Is it on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's not on our YouTube channel, but if you go to the Rebirth live performance video, the description, there's the full video on Vibe Vote channel,
Gotcha.
and it's a whole like 30-minute pervance. And
But this song's got remix after remix after remix, right?
Yes, you'll definitely hear like older like an older version of the record that really didn't, like obviously evolve.
We make a lot of changes in the studio. Like when we actually go to the studio and record our songs, we pile up a lot of stuff and try not to overproduce it, but we'll change little things when we actually hear it in context. So we might add a lead or think that this needs something. So after the production cycle, it ends up being a little bit different than the demo version of the song.
Awesome.
After the song, we're going to talk wieners.
We are going to talk wieners.
Stick around if you're watching the show. Stick around
in tongues?
because we're gonna find out about everything about their wieners as we can.
All right, enjoy I Leviathan.
So be prepared. You might want to get a drink for this one because.
I become unto the task,
Fuck, that's good.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Get a little emotionless
Don't mind
and
us, we got
bring
beef.
it
I am
back.
getting that.
Speaking of
that,
Tool,
that
I was
riff,
supposed to be there tonight.
That's you should have. Well, this is better than that.
This
anyway.
is actually a lot more
Maynard
fun
is
than
not that good anymore. He's like 80 years old. He's in
Well-
a walker. He's crippled.
He's really not.
No,
but
that
he's
last
super
riff,
weird.
it reminds me of corn, something corn, like something
Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
badass. Man, I just wanted to punch her in the face, but in a nice way. You know what I
I'm
mean?
gonna kick the
Jesus.
shit out of him. I'm gonna kick the shit out
No,
of
in
him.
a nice
Unfortunately, there's
She would have done it in a mean way.
I would have kicked your ass.
But see, I would have been like, I'm so sorry, I did that in a nice
No, you
way.
didn't. You were poking the bear.
Whatever.
What do you think crowd killed? I'm sorry, I did that.
Hey, you guys want to talk about wieners?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Of course you do. Why wouldn't you?
Okay.
All right, there's
You gotta play the song.
it's the best segue in the world.
It is great.
All right, this is my dad. He's gonna lead us into the wiener. That's
This is
weird.
the cutest thing ever.
Go.
Your mom's the cutest thing ever. All right.
No, you have not
All
met
right.
her.
Here's my dad, and a little
She's just
little
not
part
a
of
good
this is
person.
my mother also. This is when they were in Hawaii, and I forced them to be on the show. Okay, there. Check
They're
this out.
too cute.
I know a weenie man. He owns a weenie stand. He sells most anything from hot dogs on down. Someday I'll join his life and be his weenie wife. Hot dog. I love that weenie man.
Me and you could just do that song from
We
now on.
could.
You know, that was my and my mother.
Love it.
My dad. He asked me about a couple weeks ago. He goes, "Do you still play that on there?" I'm like, "Yep."
Oh yeah.
He goes, "Why?" I was like,
It's iconic
Don't worry about
now.
it.
It's so
Don't-
cute.
Don't worry about it.
It has nothing to do with my parents, but this segment has everything to do with Mike. Mike came by today to get some of his things. Didn't get all of it. He didn't get the gigantic rug that he needed to get out of the garage.
Oh, Mike, what are you
Mike
doing?
used to live in this room before I took the wall out. This was Mike's room. And he walked in here today. He goes, "Wow." I was like, "Yep,
Yep.
that's terrific, doesn't it?"
Shout out to Mike.
Mike is Mike has a restaurant up in Fairmont area called Grill 250, and he's a very good cook. I ate very well when he was living
yeah.
here.
Yeah, his food's good.
And it's phenomenal. But he's got this fetish for hot dogs, and it's not sexual that I
It's
know
not
of. I mean, I don't
misplaced.
know if it is or not.
For a good hot dog, just a
But-
hot dog, and then
I mean, he has gourmet hot dogs at his restaurant, like with weird toppings. So this whole segment he started basically probably a year ago, I think.
Oh, longer
I've been
than
doing
that.
it every episode since
Yeah.
then, just to find out. And now I've had several bands on from Pittsburgh, obviously. So I kind of, but you're not really Pittsburgh. You're Uniontown. I don't think I've had one in Uniontown,
Nope.
maybe at all, or maybe I'd have to go back and look.
think
I don't
so.
think I have it all.
Yeah.
But if Mike was to come to Uniontown, which I'm sure he's been to Uniontown. I mean, he's it's right up there.
It's right there.
But if he was wandering the streets of Uniontown, just searching for the best wiener
Searching
in
for a
town,
wiener. What would he go to?
hot dog, where would he go? Where do you think he would go to get the best one?
Hot diggity dogs.
Yeah, there's a
Hot diggity dogs.
Diggity Dogs. There's a mom and pop shop right in downtown Uniontown.
Yup.
And they
He probably knows everything about that
And
place.
what would be the toppings of choice that he should get?
or they eat.
That or you guys like?
Yeah.
I personally get a little bit of American cheese,
Yeah.
ketchup, mustard, a little bit of onion.
Huh?
That's peak wiener. I don't know what more you
Yeah.
could ask for.
It's the best wiener ever.
Oh, what do you
Is
mean?
chili on hot dogs a big thing there?
I'm gonna go with what Garrett has.
You get? Do any of you not eat the wiener?
No,
Choose.
I
not to?
just eat mine plain. I eat fucking just charred black and ketchup.
Harmon's yeah. He doesn't
That's
even put ketchup on
savage.
his.
That is savage.
Yeah.
Charred black
Buns and wieners.
I like baked beans and salsa on mine with some cheese.
That see that.
That
Okay.
wouldn't be bad.
No, it's
I
not.
know-
Eat that.
There's no reason to complicate a hot dog. An American hot dog doesn't have jalapenos or pickles. None of that. Shit.
It has whatever you want on it.
It has everything.
Everything. Except
Well,
for Chicago dogs.
I don't
They're like
know
a salad on a bun. They're disgusting.
I don't know about up there, but around here, in, like especially northern West
actually
Virginia,
have the slaw line.
everything. If I walk in any hot dog shop, everything. I just say I'll take two with everything. It's exactly the same everywhere. It's chili, mustard, and onions. That's it. That's what
Well,
everything.
That's the beauty of a wiener. You can do anything you want.
It
with
is. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's so juicy
You
and
can, you can
something-
dress your wiener however you want.
Okay, that's enough.
That's what I love to do in my spare time with wieners.
On to the
Mikey,
next
Mikey,
thing.
how do you like your wiener?
Plain.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Okay.
Mainly
Bear.
vegans.
Yeah,
Bear.
raw.
Bear.
Hot diggity dogs, huh? Hot diggity dogs. That sounds like a diggity.
There's one of those in Salem.
Sounds like Genuine should do a live show there.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay, interesting. You should get on that.
I'm not gonna get on.
No.
Old school. Let's go.
I did look
Jump
up
on it.
when I was Google Earthing Detroit. I do Google Earth. It's fascinating
He's
to me, but
obsessed.
I'm not obsessed. It's fascinating, but and you can learn a lot about the world around you.
I mean, I know,
Or
but
something.
it's weird.
Or something.
I'm not on there very long. There's porno right after that. Anyway, I could edit that out.
That's great.
But no, I don't even remember what I was talking about. See what you did. See what you did.
Derailed.
You done enough.
Yeah, well, something's
Okay, so I'm going to be skirting past Uniontown tomorrow evening. I drive a pickup truck so I can scoop you up if you would like to go. I'm going to the Bridge Music Bar tomorrow night. Have you been there to the Bridge? It's a really nice place. Really cool spot. I haven't eaten there, but I hear the food's really good. The drinks are really good. It was very cold the last time I was there, so I don't think it's gonna be cold.
Tomorrow's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be tomorrow evening, but still.
Still nice.
It was very. It was. I think it was like November or something last year. I saw Smollier and Lilith there.
Okay.
And it was windy as shit and just brutally cold, but it was fine. I still had a great time.
You made it.
But tomorrow night, it's Tales of Creature, which is, I don't know if you ever heard of Haven State from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
We were supposed to play with him in Brandy's last year.
Luke the drummer is playing with this guy from L.A. And it's called Tales of Creature. They play New York City on Friday, and tonight they're playing in Philly, and then tomorrow at the Bridge in Pittsburgh.
Nice.
So they're on a little East Coast run with their new stuff, and it's great. So you can't get it anywhere other than YouTube yet, but they have 3 videos, two or three videos on YouTube, and it's just great. Nefel is playing with them. Space Weather is actually doing that little East Coast tour with them, and Anton Ego is also going to be playing. So
Nice.
scoop you if you would like to go. I will be easy passing my way up the turnpike to the
What
to the
time
bridge.
are you going?
I don't know. I don't even.
I want to go.
I don't even know what time it starts. I'm gonna leave about 9 a.m.
Really? No, you're
I'm
not.
gonna sightsee you the whole way up.
I want to go.
There's a place in
You still owe me a show.
I don't owe
You
you
owe me a show.
anything. Whatever.
You fucked up the drown.
I didn't know.
thing. You owe me
I
a
did
show.
not. They were out of tickets.
No, I bought a ticket.
They-
I bought a ticket. You're supposed to give me a ride. You fucked up on that, so you owe me a show.
It wasn't my fault.
It was your fault.
Whatever. There's a place. That's around Uniontown. Well, there's a battlefield. Was it Fort Necessity or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I did want to go to that. Now there's I believe it's like up a mountain or something, and there's an old hotel at the top.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's
Yeah,
that?
it's on Route 40.
How do you know? You don't
Because
live up
I've
there.
been on it. I've been through
The
there.
summit, right?
The summit.
Yeah, that's what it's
all
called.
the way
Yeah.
to
Now
Ohio.
now on Google Earth it looks like it's a it's way up top.
It's not.
probably not that
It's like Route 40, Interstate 40,
because there's not
whatever.
it's not very
but it's on the way
mountainous
to, like,
through there. But there
Hopwood
is a
and, Ohio
ridge.
Pile.
There is a ridge.
If you go up
Yeah.
the summit, the mountain is a pretty steep incline. Like you
It
are
is.
you are going up for a
Okay,
minute.
so you can see
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
Yeah, there's an outlook view up there, so you can pull over on the side of the road, and they call it.
I'm all about the outlooks. That's me.
I want
Yeah.
to go.
So you can see.
but
But if you
The
go out
other
that
side
way,
of that would be where the battlefield is, right? The other side of that mountain from Uniontown.
Yeah.
And then isn't there a resort like Nemacolin, right?
Nemacolin?
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
Nemacolin, Nemacolin, it's all the same, right?
Yeah, tell that to them.
My friend Josh, actually, he's the director of the fly fishing. Like if you were staying at the resort and you sign up for like fly fishing lessons, he does that. He'll
Nice.
whisk you off to some creek somewhere and
Crick?
you fly. I don't know what it is.
Rick, that's right.
No.
Yeah, if you
That's
never
what-
are up on the mountain that way, there's another place up there called Jumonville. It's a good hiking spot, but there's a big cross at the top and a big lookout view and everything. It's like a freaking
Nice.
50-foot tall steel cross that lights up.
I've always wanted to do the Appalachian Trail, but I don't know if I could make it.
You couldn't make it. I want to do that.
I don't know, but like
probably be okay.
people research how to make.
I was
it's not like
military.
surviving
I'd
in the
be
wilderness, but
okay.
it kind of is. Would you guys want to do that with me if I did it?
I don't think you can
I'm
survive
willing
those
to-
sheets.
Start in was it start in Maine or something? And
It starts in Georgia and goes to Maine.
yeah. Anybody want to do that?
I would
See,
do
I'm
it.
the worst. I'm the
Dragon's
worst type.
Body.
I'm the worst type of person to bring on that because all I'm gonna do is
I wouldn't
bitch
need
and moan.
But, I mean, that's what I'm gonna do, so we can do that together, and then everybody else can like.
I'm not.
We'll just follow them.
I am
you
not
know?
dragging your
Yeah.
6'3"
I think I think it'd be fun.
all along a trail.
I think it'd be fun. I've not read the books, but I've seen people that have written books that they didn't think they would ever do it or ever make it. I think it would be an experience, and
It would be.
YOLO. You know what I mean?
YOLO.
Let's do that, but in a
I hate that. I hate when people say that.
Yeah.
Cliche. Yeah. I think I don't have any shows coming up.
Nope, nothing scheduled.
Other than Thanksgiving week, I have a very busy. Heliosphere is going to be on the Saturday after Thanksgiving down at Music on Main. We're going to do the show there.
Nice.
So that'll be fun. But the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, so Thanksgiving week's just going to be a nightmare, but it's going to be awesome. Because there's a day in between where you just eat the crap out of everything, and then you just fall asleep, and then you wake up and you eat again. It's phenomenal, The gift that keeps on giving,
Yes.
Yes.
Giving. But yeah, the Tuesday before, I believe it's the 21st. Very good friends of mine. I've never met them in person, but they were on last year, and we did the Thanksgiving show. It was at that time it was called the Thanksgiving Revelry, but I hate that word now, so I changed it to soiree. So it's the Thanksgiving soiree this year.
Nice.
Way easier to say, and
Bougie.
way more elegant. It seems like. But they were on last year. That's when I met them, and I've talked to them for a year. Just off and on about different things, and we're going to meet up eventually. They live in Yonkers, New York.
Okay.
Yonkers. And they're called Maintenance.
Maintenance.
And they will be on again this year for the soiree with a big dildo in the middle of the dinner table.
Super cool guys.
No.
the ultimate centerpiece.
Yeah.
Yes, and
little
they're like,
something
what?
extra.
They're like, we don't know what happened to that dildo. I was like, well, you better damn find it or find a replacement because it's not a Thanksgiving show without the gigantic dildo.
How do you lose a 24-inch?
I think somebody borrowed it and just doesn't want to fess up about it, They don't want to. They don't want to say it was them. But they did the there's a thing in I don't know whether it's Long Island or somewhere around New York. It's least of all recordings where we go and you record vinyls that are cut right then and there. They did that, and so I had to buy a Crosley turntable just for that reason. I haven't used it since. Like just because
it just cuts out the middleman. Like
they
customers can just order it and then they produce
and they
print it, and
give you a
ship
shout
it.
out, and it's your own.
You can customize it too. They were saying that you could pick and choose what songs you wanted on it if you didn't want like all
and
14 or whatever. And there you go.
People like pre-order it, and they just.
That's great.
Can you imagine like if somebody, a bunch of people like did the same song, you would have to play that song like 20 billion times, if that was a number,
I mean, that's how things get spread.
It's for the fans.
It's for the fans, man.
Aristotle Jones did that recently.
Yeah, I can see that.
But you should check into that. But then you'd have to play a song like over and over and over
again for every individual record.
But apparently they're
This is
booked
a song
solid like
that
every
does
day.
it,
Like
yeah.
you have to. It's like a year in advance to book it. But you just go to this studio and they're lathe cut vinyls. I think it's in there, but they're lathe cut, which is like the old version of vinyls, and they cut it as you play it, and then it ships off to the whoever ordered it, and it's only like I think it was like $25.
$27 with shipping. Yeah,
Not bad at all.
it's not bad at all.
And
That's
it's a custom recording for whoever ordered it,
Yeah.
And they gave me a shout out, but the first Crosley turntable I ordered didn't work.
Oh,
So
bummer.
I got the vinyl shipped to me, and I couldn't listen to it. So I would make these small little videos and post them, and like every time that they would be like, "Man, we were really looking forward to you going yes," or or reacting to the video. But every time I couldn't hear anything. Like it was awful. Nothing. There was nothing. But I finally got it to work.
You got it to work, and the world made sense.
I think the
again, for
needle
now.
was fucked up.
Probably it happens.
But they gave me a free one.
Did they?
The Crosleys.
That's nice. All right.
Not the Cosbys, the Crosleys.
Oh, you know anything from the Cosbys?
Let's see, Salt Chuck that I had on last night. They're coming to Pittsburgh for a show. I can't remember where. I would tell you, but I can't remember. But they're doing a show in Pittsburgh somewhere on the 18th. Well, the 19th I'm going to Youngstown West Side Bowl to see you next Tuesday from a second story window. Nights like these and a couple locals, support locals. But so I'm thinking about just going to the one to see Salt Chuck on the 18th, and then I'm already up that way, so I
Might as well.
shimmy over to Morgan
Might as
or
well.
over to Youngstown and for the other show.
Absolutely.
So I'm thinking about that. That's my next travel thing where I'll be doing some filming and
My next travel
bothering
thing,
people that way.
will be in a month.
You didn't go to Tool tonight. How come?
Wheels up, ass in sand, drink in hand, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Tool? Why didn't I go to Tool tonight? Well, because
bastards.
in
They
a
sold
month
out.
I'm gonna have Wheels Up, Ass in Sand,
What is
Drink in
Wheels
Hand,
Up?
and I need the money for
What
that.
is that?
But
What is that? What do you?
that
is
means
that-
I'm getting on a damn plane. I'm getting drunk on the plane. I'm going to Florida, and I'm gonna have a good
Again?
time. Hell yes, I
go.
am.
Absolutely.
She drunk called me like every night last year.
I'm
Awful.
island hopping, bitch. What are you doing? No,
Let's
but I mean,
go.
this would have been tonight. Would have been number 7 for me for Tool, and
Nice.
number 7. You
from,
know,
from the
I
from
have
the
seen them-
nosebleeds where you
No,
all you
actually-
can see is a screen.
No, actually, no. I had decent seats, but I have seen them. I'm 42. First time I saw them, I was 13.
Youngin'.
So I have seen them in every, incarnation of their career. So
Every-
it's kind of like, if this was like the last tour kind of thing, then yeah, I would have been on it. But I saw them last
It's
year.
never
so-
ever in the last
And
tour.
it was a sold out show. So I'm like, don't be greedy.
Tool
I'm
will
like,
be
just-
around for
yeah.
generations to come.
I don't think so. I really don't think they will. But you know what?
No, they will
don't wanna be
be
greedy.
because they're so secretive about everything. We won't even know it's different people.
If
I mean,
they-
because it'll have to be eventually because they
I mean, Maynard makes
nobody's
his own,
made it out alive yet.
Maynard
So
makes his own wine now, so he's kind of bougie.
he's very bougie.
He's
I
bougie.
hate that word. Now that you introduced me to that word, you guys say that up there, bougie. I hate that word. It's like touche.
It's a nice way of saying douchebag, but okay.
Heard it used every now and again.
Every now and then. How about it? It slaps because speaking tongues slaps for sure.
They do. They do.
Yeah, we say that.
We say
We
We
say
do
that.
hit.
Yeah.
We do
Hey,
hit.
let's do it. Let's all do it together. Ready? Slaps. I'll make that a clip. For sure.
Yay! Do that. That's awesome.
Well, it was very nice talking to you guys again. I know I mentioned, but okay, Music on Main is 7 days. You said 7 days away.
Yes.
11-11.
Yep, Saturday at 11:11 at Bridgeport,
wish.
West Virginia.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
With Belva Butte, Assault on 5th, Stress Fracture, and Anxiety at Best.
Oh, Anxiety at Best. Yes,
Okay.
they were supposed to be on the show. Also, those bastards. I'm gonna. Oh,
You said you weren't allowed to call
don't tell them
people
I'm going to be
out.
there because I'm going to assault on 5th them.
He's gonna have some around making videos.
You heard it here first,
Oh,
folks. I'll hand the camera to one of you guys, and you can record me assaulting on 5th the Anxiety at Best guys.
He's not gonna assault. I
I'm sure, yeah. They'll
think
take
Corey
it.
really kicked your ass.
I'm going to do it for sure. Corey can't. He's just weak.
He's just a kid, but he would
Weak.
still kick your ass.
Weak. Anyway, it was very nice talking
It's
to you guys.
very nice talking to you guys.
Again, I will see you. I'll be down there for sure.
Yes.
I can go. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Tell the boss that you guys.
It's going to be Litskis.
It's gonna be lit. What?
Litskis.
Oh, what did you guys dress up as for Halloween? I meant to ask you what you dressed up for Halloween for the Halloween show. Did you guys dress up at all?
I was
Oh,
Negan
yeah.
from The Walking Dead.
Okay.
I can see that.
Nice.
And I was a vampire.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was a priest.
Oh.
That all goes together very
That
well.
kind of does.
We were the unholy trinity, baby.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
I actually went to that tour last year, the Unholy Trinity. It was like Ice Nine Kills, Motionless in White.
They were there.
Oh, the Trinity of Terror, yes. The motionless.
Yeah, it was like the Unholy Trinity. It was fantastic.
I wasn't. I couldn't make it.
And the lead singer for Betrayed was behind my shoulder and he spit on me.
No, he
but I got a
wasn't.
good video.
No,
he
he
was.
wasn't.
I have the video. And then my kid lost
Whatever.
her Crocs because she decided to crowd surf with Crocs, and I'm like, those shoes are gone.
Who wears Crocs anymore at all?
My kid does.
Why do you
man.
buy
John
Crocs?
Cena.
I
It's
have no idea.
okay. Well, sandals that like not like what the Adidas ones. What the kids
The
call them?
slides?
The slides. Yeah,
Yeah.
not slides, but the other ones that like go between your big toe
Oh,
and my dad calls
flip-flops.
those thongs. It's hilarious.
Flip
flops.
No, there's my kid crowd
Yeah,
surfing.
my
for
dad
a
calls
show.
it. My dad calls it thongs. The wiener guy calls it thongs. Thongs.
Thong to thong, thong, thong.
I might wear my thongs to the.
Oh, I remember that
speaking
song.
show.
No, you won't.
I'm gonna wear my thongs to your all show.
No,
Musical
he
Man.
won't.
My
Let's
thongs.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I have one I can borrow. Let me borrow.
All right, one last time for that. Hey, to play us out of the show tonight, nights like these from Memphis, they'll be at the show that I'm going to in Youngstown at Westside Bowl. The song's called "Destroy the Stairs." I have no idea what it means. I don't know if they're actually destroying people staring at them or actual physical
Destroying,
stairs.
like,
I have
the
no idea,
patriarch-
but
who knows?
hopefully we'll get them on the show at some point, and we'll ask them that. Keep it up, guys. The music is badass.
Yeah.
It makes me want to hit Tracy in the face, so you know it's good. And I look forward to seeing you back at Music on Main.
Yeah,
We'll do
we'll
it.
see you there, man. It was a
Absolutely.
pleasure.
Thank you for
Thanks,
having
guys.
us.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. And I will be back for sure on the 21st with maintenance for the dildo show. I mean the Thanksgiving show.
The dildo
For sure.
show.
But I always somebody springs up.
Family friendly,
Usually,
sir.
you know, because that's 2 weeks away. So
Yeah.
somebody usually springs up and comes on the show before then. So you'll see it on all the socials. I'll always post it. So I will see you guys pretty soon. 7 days.
Yes,
Yeah,
7 days.
You guys
Make a little countdown for Instagram and put it up on your thing there. And,
Oh,
and
hell yeah.
I'll be like, I'm going to that. You know?
Let's go.
Yeah, we will.
Let's go.
Who's destroyed the stairs by nights like these?
Bye,
We'll
guys.
see you. Have a great night.
You guys have a good night. Thank you.
That's what I would